Well, I agree that vaccine passports are a further erosion of fundamental freedoms, and the people who are putting forward views are reflecting, I have to say, the views of the considerable pushback that is happening. Indeed, I am receiving considerable correspondence, basically no mandatory vaccinations or vaccine passports. Now, Australians complied with the various access apps, but I do believe that for some, domestic passports are another matter. Look, Stephen, I don't have a problem with the International Certificate of Vaccination or the Yellow Book that's basically issued under international health regulations, and I would envisage that going forward there could be an electronic version of this international certificate of vaccination. Indeed, as a minister, I had to travel extensively, and I have a yellow book. My only concern about international certificates is so long as Beijing doesn't manage the database.
Yes, of course. I guess the difficulty is, though, unless we get our vaccination rates up, we're never going to get out of the mire we're in. But
well, Stephen, can I just say forcing people to vaccinate or requiring them to disclose their medical information is a dangerous precedent. It does threaten fundamental freedoms, and the government has maintained, and indeed following the National Cabinet on the 6th of August 2021, Scott Morrison issued a media statement where he underlined very, very clearly that Australia's policy remains that vaccines should be voluntary and free. And we have to also remember that under the Australian Immunisation Handbook, which is on the Department of Health website, that provides clinical advice for health professionals in relation to vaccine practice. And one of those criteria includes a section in relation to valid consent. And valid consent has 4 key elements, one of which it must be given voluntarily in the absence of undue pressure, coercion or manipulation. So yes, it is a very challenging area, but we do have to balance the views on both sides of the equation.
Well, no two ways about that. I think that's a good point. Connie, good to talk to you. We'll catch up again next week.
Thanks very much, Stephen.
All the best. Fierravanti-Wells, New South Wales Liberal Senator, back with us next week on the program.